on top 5?
Nope. So how can I be mad when Trayvon got murdered in the street when game banging made me kill a brother blacker than me? Hypocrite.
Did he really have to lie? I guess.
No, he Craig didn't either, but you know. Oh my God!
I could have caught that.
For the record.
Because we've seen what Adesanya can do.
Oh, we see what Alasanya's done.
Did you call him Alasanya?
Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price for y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. Frozen. A6 all the hate. I won't get involved today.
Islam?
Yeah.
Islam,
Don't hurt yourself over there.
It's a chisel done. It's local Negro. Right.
Local esophagus shuts it down for everyone. There's something in the water. Yeah, it's a Hellcat.
Because we don't care. No, I'm not.
We do not care.
We do not care. And now, no, I'm not speaking French. We really don't care. We've been through a lot. All right.
And Isaac do not care.
That's a joke. Tell him laugh. Uncle Sam, cut the bag. Brody plot will get a whack. Contract, give me the max. I got lab on my back. You ain't.
Yo, what is going on? This is Unbounded once again. Thank you. I am, as always, the truth want me. I got the outlier. It feels so weird because it's like my first time to introduce you as the outlier.
It's great though.
I need a refresher. How do we get to calling?
Okay, so we were talking about. I'm pretty sure we were talking about Impact. We got on our weekly talk about Impact, about how people keep saying it's dead, and me having to come to Impact's defense when the people who work for the company do it way better than I can. But I come to Impact's defense every week on here, like I'm probably going to do tonight, and say, stop saying it's dead, it's not dead. And then I'm probably saying, I'm one of the few people, other than the people that work for it, and a few other people who like Impact. And then it was also Duke. We talked about Duke because when he called me the feds, which I'm still kind of salty about, because I was saying I like GCW and death matches, and I like that kind of stuff. I'm like the outlier of all this other stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how we got there.
So where do we go? Do we want to hop into let's go hop into the hot story already. Let's hop into the hot story already. Young Thug and Gunna.
I'm gonna keep it simple on my side and probably say more when warranted. They deserve to be in jail. I'm sorry. It's like
So here's my thing.
Yeah, jail.
Because I've been trying to pay attention to what's going on. So I didn't even realize that YSL was a gang. This entire time I thought YSL was a label. It was like a record label. I thought it was like Dreamville.
I did too.
I guess I should have been peeping that off rip with Young Slime Life. So I don't know why I didn't peep it, but here we are. And this whole time I didn't realize that they had beef with another gang by the name of what is his name? No, not PNB. Every time she walked by that rapper, I can't even think of his name right now, but they had beef with that rapper who's also in jail right now.
What the fuck?
Bro, it's so crazy how all this stuff happens. And the rapper is on the tip of my tongue because I was just looking him up and I was playing his song because the song does slap.
I'm weak. He said, they were beefing with another rapper. Most of YSL is in jail because they were beefing.
Most of YSL is in jail, then one is dead.
Oh, yeah, which is sad. But I'm saying the other dude, one of the dudes they were beefing with is also in jail. Like, what? Like, none of these dudes are free.
He's been in jail for a minute now, I believe.
How are none of these? I was about to say, how are none of these dudes free? But then I realized it goes back to that conversation we had like months ago, or maybe even last year. Oh, he hit him. He tagged him. He tagged him. Oh, he could have finished that, bro.
What is the name of this rapper? Every time she walk by, I'd be there. She goes something like that.
Is he? If he finishes this dude in this position, I'm gonna be in the floor.
His name is corny.
It's
going to come to me in a little bit, and it's bothering me because I should know who it is.
Is that Barnett? Hey, yo, Barnett's in there. Josh. He's in the other dude's corner.
That's dope. But yeah, they have been arrested for RICO charges, and basically,
which is a lot of time. That's
you're looking at just off the RICO charges. That's 20 years.
Oh yeah, they're screwed. They're done.
So that's 20 years off rip. Even though I do believe Gunna's probably going to pull a 6-9.
He's done. Oh, come on, why'd you let go? I'm sorry, I'm watching the fight. I'm really sorry.
I think Gunna's going to pull a 6-9.
He's about to finish this dude.
No, not PNB Rock.
As soon as you said PNB, that's the first person I thought of.
No, but it's another gang. He did a song with PNB Rock. That's why I said PNB Rock.
That dude's nose has got to be broken.
The song stuck in my head, so if I put his name in there, it's gonna come to me. YFN, there it is. YFN
Lucci?
Yeah, so YFN Lucci's the one that's in jail right now. And evidently YFN, I'm gonna figure out what YFN means.
So YSL
I'm pretty sure I know what the N means. I'm pretty sure the N word is in there somewhere.
It's gotta be.
Ain't no way that YFN stands for your friendly neighborhood. No. Why? So the whole name of the game is YFNBC.
What does it stand for?
Pulling up an article now where Lucci actually said what it means. So it's going to be a second before I find out what the heck is going on with his lifestyle. No, that didn't help me at all. There's nothing in this article. What a waste of an article.
Oh, great move. Great move.
Google is failing me right now. Because evidently Young Thug's baby mother was killed just under 2 months ago. And Young Fly.
By the other gang? Or?
Really? Kids, cover your ears. It stands for Young Fly Nigga.
See, before you even said it, before you even said it, I just took a shot in the dark of what I think it might stand for. And as soon as you said Young Slime Life, is that what YSL stands for?
Yeah, that's YSL.
I just run through my head. I'm thinking, okay, what possibly could YFN stand for? And then on top of that, I thought, what could it stand for that is so simple? Because rappers nowadays are too simplistic with their names. They're not really complicated. Or they are complicated because they have no grammar, you know, because I guess their teachers failed them and they said they weren't going to be nothing, even though for some rappers that's not true.
See, I don't like that whole thing of telling a child they won't be nothing. As I got a bunch of them that are paying attention to me right now for some odd reason. Hi, y'all. But I don't believe in this, and I've always hated that, to see a child be told growing up that you're not going to be anything. My uncle, you remember Mr. Glasgow?
I think, yeah.
So evidently, he told my uncle that he wasn't going to be in the military. Blah, blah, blah. He's a veteran. So, oh my God.
I don't know. I just think it. I don't know what's funnier, I want to say funnier, but I think the idea that some people are like, I seen a meme one time when it about rappers. He said a rapper, like some rappers, like for those rappers who could tell people, oh, my people said I wasn't gonna be, like, my teacher said I wasn't gonna be nothing. No, your teacher said you couldn't read. It doesn't mean they said you weren't gonna be nothing.
Oh my gosh. I would not join this one. I have nothing to say here.
Fair enough.
My biggest issue with this whole thing with YSL.
It shouldn't need to have.
And you already know where I'm going with this because we've talked about it. I made a separate video on the on YouTube. Click the it's about self snitching. Yeah. They have rap lyrics basically to help aid them in the case here, because Mr. Thug evidently rapped about how he didn't kill the guy, but he had everything to do with he had something to do with it. So here we are again, not learning from Bobby Shmurda, not learning from who else has been basically clapped for basically rapping about what they did. Melly.
He's back in, which is hilarious.
I heard he's getting out.
For what? Why am I shouting?
I heard his case is about to get dropped, I think.
For what? What was he in for?
Murder?
Why did he get out for murder?
I don't know. I haven't.
Is it one of those cases? Is it one of those cases where? Is it one of those cases where he said he did it, but like it's like he said he did it, but said it in a song, so they can't really use it against him? One of those things, or
I'm gonna have to look into it. But I heard somewhere that he was getting ready to be released. His case is getting ready to get dropped or something, but I don't think he's gonna be serving a lot of time, if at any more at all.
That kid's gonna burn himself out.
Well, he's young.
Oh no! He's working. He's fighting. Bless him for fighting.
Right. But yeah, I just hate this whole snitching during your raps. Like, one, I don't condone this activity at all. First things first, let me throw that out there. I don't condone it. It's horrible activity. You could be doing more with your life than gang activity.
One of the things I said before was that one of the frustrating things about this was like, y'all are rich. Why are you still hanging around? Y'all are rich, hanging around the people you used to hang around with when you weren't rich. In the areas you used to hang around when you weren't rich. I thought the whole point was to get away from that. You know what I mean? Like that's what confuses me.
Because I love what Nipsey was doing. Because Nipsey, he was trying to bring things back to the way it was before that entire thing got infiltrated. Too deep for the intro. We're not going to get into all that story right now. But he was trying to, and that's why he was there. He was working to try to bring unity back between those two organizations. And he got clapped. So, and I think you could say the same things dealing with Dolph. I don't think he was really out here doing horrible things. I don't know if he was on the wave of Nip, but he wasn't doing, as far as I know, wasn't out here having people's heads and this, that, and third. So I don't know, but the thing, like you said, if you are basically in the position that Young Thug was in, and then Gunna was basically had next. I cannot tell you how many times I've heard about Gunna, whether it been at work or from my little brother. So I knew that he was up next. I think Key probably was going to be that next one up until his untimely passing, but Gunna had next. In all honesty, I think Gunna was already up to bat. And now we're here.
My thing was, like I said, that's whenever I hear something like this, especially like I said before, like I literally just said, I thought the whole point of getting into the rap game. I don't know for sure. I don't know. But I thought the whole point, especially if grew up in a bad situation, the whole point is to get out of that. Right? Once you get out of it, whatever you want to do after that. Whatever you want to do after that is up to you. But I just thought that's what it was. You know what I mean?
That's what I was
breaks off this man, bro.
But then again, I'm not really. That was never my story.
It's not mine either. But it's
my
just
life. I'm a PK, so
yeah, same here.
So are you? So we both PKs that kind of came up in 2-parent households. And honestly, on top of my 2 parents, I had my grandparents next right behind me. So I didn't really have that. I had a system I had the support system, and I was kind of privileged growing up in that sense. I had the support system that a lot of kids that came up with us didn't necessarily have, and we've seen how a lot of the ones that came along with us are either in jail or dead, or God knows what's going on with them.
But still, it's just like if you get there, you finally get in that position, you work hard, you start from the bottom, you start from DJing or rapping to like 5 people in your mama's basement or whatever.
They have examples to follow in that regard.
Exactly, like
you look at Jay-Z.
If there's any rapper under the age of 19 that any aspiring rapper under the age of 19 that wants to be a rapper and wants to get out of the situation you're in, there are better people to look at than all these young guys nowadays. You know why? Because some of them are like 2 years older than you and probably don't know much more than you do. You need to be looking at people like Kanye or, like you just said, Jay-Z,
50 Cent.
There are plenty of people. DJ Khaled. Look at DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled. T-Pain just bought his first restaurant, bro.
But
I don't know where it is.
But I was going for those type of dudes that you knew were about that. Like, we know Jay-Z was a drug dealer.
But I mean, you know what I mean.
We knew 50 was in the streets.
But you know what I mean. T-Pain, you see him say Meek Mill. Look at Meek Mill. Meek Mill did all that stuff in his life, and now he off parole after all these years. Right? He is off parole, right? I
believe he is off.
Okay, see, you know what I mean? There, he's
kind
off parole.
A cornball. I ain't gonna hold you.
Huh? You said
Meek a cornball.
I mean, still, like he's from Philly. He's from Philly, you know. How's that saying go? He runs the city from South Philly back to Uptown.
I got some kids, some young boy better know these. Get out. Goodbye.
Man. Look, you know what? Side note, let's take us out.
No, we're not doing it, Isaac.
No, we're doing this.
No, we're not doing it.
Yes, we are.
No.
Watch me. You're gonna have to pull up to stop me from what we're about to do.
I know you live.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I'll hop in my car.
Bro, I will stand outside and wait for you, bro. I will stand outside. This dude acted like I won't stand outside if he says I'm going to pull up. I'll pull up and pull a chair out, put on one of them picnic table, pull one of them picnic chairs out and wait for you.
I got a beach chair. I'll just sit out there, wait for you. I'll just lay in the rain.
Exactly. It's probably raining outside too. I'll sit out there in the rain. I don't care. You say you're gonna pull up, I'll do it.
I came upstairs. But yeah, I saw a lot of freedom. I was like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
We got it.
No, but for real, no. In all seriousness, NBA young boy, he's not that great.
Yeah,
he's not that great.
Let him stay. We
yeah, no, for real. But that too. Yeah, let them stay. They're not
people that are terrorizing our neighborhoods. We can deal without it for a while.
Look. Here, you know, when I think about this, the more and more I see like street crime and all that stuff, I'm thinking, you know what, we would really benefit from Batman or the Punisher, probably the Punisher, because
here you go. I know where you go.
I'm just saying, hey, crime will go down. If anything, the main. Think about it. Now, hear me out, bro. Think about this. Punisher's messing up crime, right? He's taking out crime. All the gangs in the city and all that, right? Who are the gangs going to focus on? Not each other. They're going to focus on trying to kill the Punisher, which good luck with that. Because I don't know if you've read the comics or seen that series. He's pretty hard to kill. I'm just saying. No, you're 100% right, Jamie. Candelario, I can't believe he hung in for that full fight.
He reminds me of what's the dude that in that fight that I was talking to Jamie about last year. Dude was taking all the punches. It was like he lasted the entire fight.
Like but I knew that I felt like that Japanese kid was gonna win. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name, but he was punishing that guy towards the finish. Like with 20 seconds left, he just got on top and hit him with the ground and pounds. Like there's no way he's gonna win. Oh wow, nice, Alexander.
That's what's up.
So anyway, yeah, don't let them do that. Don't free them dudes. But what do I say, Anthony? Anthony, what do I say in situations like this? You make your bed, you gotta lie in it. And this time and you caught a RICO charge. And if outside of your bed you catch a RICO charge, hey, gotta lie in that bed, even if it is 20 years.
That's the one right there. Max Calloway and Chris Qatar.
Holloway. That's what Holloway. Say? You said Calloway.
You know what? Leave me alone.
I'm just saying. Speaking of Holloway, he's got a fight. He's getting his He's getting his trilogy fight with Volkanovski.
Jan Blachowicz has given Alazanya his own UFC loss. Okay.
I saw that. It was it went the full round. It went the full fight, but and it was when Jan was champ at the time, but it went the full fight. But he was just overpowering him, honestly. That's all it was. It was just overpower. Yeah. Anyway, let's
what was your thoughts on this Kendrick album?
I liked it. I was listening to I went out, so there's a park behind, you know where Western Branch Community Center is, right?
Yeah.
You know the baseball fields in the back, right?
Over about Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know some.
You know the baseball fields in the back, right?
Yeah, what about the rack?
Yeah, it's got the baseball fields in the back, and then it has like tables and chairs and all, and it has like picnic tables. I laid down on one of the picnic tables and put my headphones in, put my Skull Candy wireless headphones in, and played that album. I walked out there, put the headphones in, and played that album. And I got to, Overkill. She's fighting tonight. I follow her on TikTok and Twitter. She's awesome. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. I listened to the song Crown where he's like, I can't please everybody, hence the hashtag. I had to replay that song because that song almost broke me, dog. Like that, I had to, because I was thinking in my own personal life, it's like, I can't please everybody. You know, I have behind me one of my flaws. You know, I have my flaws written down here. One of my flaws is I'm a people pleaser. You know what I mean? And then that's all he was just repeating. I can't please everybody. And I can't please everybody. I'm like, dog, like, if you don't get out of my head, Kendrick. No, for real. No, I'm being real.
Really dissect this album some more.
Like that, it was.
It's a lot going on with this one. Like this,
I also saw.
It kind of reminds me of To Pimp a Butterfly. Man.
I also saw that somebody said with was it we cried? No, we break. Was it we break together or we cry together?
Oh, we cry together. That's
Yeah,
nothing but a whole toxic relationship, bro. My
that's
LV
what I'm saying. No, somebody
on Twitter.
posted on Twitter, and I need people to hear this. And I'm quoting somebody on Twitter. I'm paraphrasing what somebody wrote on Twitter. They said, and they are so much true to this. They said, if your relationship is like the song "We Cry Together," break up.
Yeah, that is not
Break up.
good. Like,
that
you know
is
what
not.
I think? That's the kind of relationship I felt like Quavo and Saweetie had.
Somebody posted that tweet and had the picture of Taraji P. Henson and Tyrese from Baby Boy in that picture. I think it was Taraji P. Henson. But yeah, it's
like
yeah. If that's your life, if people, I need people to hear me when I say this. If that is your relationship, you need to break up. Do each other a favor and break up, because I'm telling you, at the long run, that's not going to do any of you any good. It's not. After a while, the way that song ended, that's going to get old.
Yeah,
I mean,
easy.
maybe. Yeah, it's good.
Because
yeah, I'll probably get old.
The whole thing was they were fighting over. They were just fighting.
I don't even know what they were fighting about.
It's a toxic relationship. Do you need a reason to fight?
Yo, I hope Angela Hill wins this fight.
So it just ended off from them really yelling at each other to, doing adult behaviors.
Here's the thing. As soon as that song started, I heard them arguing. I said, I bet this is going to end them making love. I bet there's only one way this is going to end.
As soon as it started, I was like, I know where this is going.
There's only one way this is going to end. Only one way.
Oh, yeah. I peeped it immediately once they started going. Once they got to the hook where they were yelling, F you, F you, F you, I was like, yeah, this is where it's going.
When they did that the first time, I said, yeah, this is, yeah.
Exactly. I know a lot of people weren't too happy with the Auntie Diaries.
I could understand why, but I also understand why he made that song.
Because I understand, because the word is in itself. I know that could be a little off-putting,
but if you heard what he said behind it,
understand it, and just when he said it the first time,
yeah,
the first 4 times he said it, because he said it the first time, and then he said it 3 times and consecutively,
and then towards the end of the song, he wasn't saying it.
We talked about it up here how when we were growing up, that word wasn't what it is now.
No,
we've talked about it up here.
Yes, we have.
So that's exactly what he was saying. Was exactly what we've been saying beforehand, saying that because I was called that in elementary school, and it never registered to me that it could have been possibly been them using it as that term in that context.
Same. So never knew. When
he said it like that, I understood it. Like he said, we used it for comedic relief.
We did.
And it's not like Kendrick's been the first rapper to use the word.
He's not. DMX.
Wayne used it, and look at me now. Look at me now came out, 2010, 2011?
Eminem used it a lot.
Eminem could care less. Right.
DMX used it.
DMX used it in the Tested remix.
He did. And in what was it? Party Up, I think?
He used it in something else, but
Party Up. I think it was Party Up.
The one that really stuck out to me. Because even in such a remix, he even went back and added context to it. So you knew he was using it as a slur. Because he was like, I shot, and then what, you and your man? Yeah, so you knew where he was going with it. You couldn't really say that towards the way Wayne was using it. I felt like when Wayne used it, he was using it in the context that we've growing up was probably thinking of it as. But because I saw it, that same girl that called black men bullet bags was like the first one I saw get mad about it.
I think, like I said, I'm with you. I think Kendrick, that song was trying to make a point about his own, not just the society's progression, well, I want to say society's progression because not everybody in society has progressed, but definitely his own personal progression when it comes to that word and how it's used and his whole situation. And one of the things that stuck out to me about that song was the reason why I have the stance on it that I do is the fact where he was talking about the preacher, where he was in church and the preacher called out his cousin in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Or was it? Yeah. I looked at that. I heard that. And I'm like, that's not. I was like, that's not what church is for. You know, it's not a place where if somebody is when somebody does that, that's not your place to call them out like that, to put them out there like that. That's not cool. I want to say it's not cool. That's definitely not godlike. That's for sure. You know, maybe I need to do my research, but I'm pretty sure calling somebody out for being, different is not godlike. And especially in that way, especially in that way, especially if it's something that they're not really ready for a whole bunch of people to know. So,
right. So my whole thing was just like I didn't bother with it, but then again, I guess it's not my thing to be bothered with. But I'm just like, all right, dude. But overall, it was a really good album. I don't think this is an album that is going to really be a album that, like, I can still bump To Pimp a Butterfly in the car right now. So far, I haven't got that vibe from this one yet. This one seems more like on the levels of For Your Eyes Only. Which, For Your Eyes Only, I really enjoyed. But at the same time, you won't catch me in the car listening to For Your Eyes Only often. Now, Off Season, that's an immediate, I'm going to bump that whole album.
I have a hot take. The Off Season wasn't that great.
You are a hater and you know it.
No. Hear me out. I didn't hate. I say it wasn't that great, not because it was bad, but because, like,
you don't have a lot of craps.
Well, it's not even that. It's not even that. It's just like I could understand why Call Me If You Get Lost won the Grammy over it. No, and not because people were hyping it up, like the album. And again, that's not to say the album was bad. It's just that, like, me and one of my coworkers talk about all the time. It's production. Like, I feel like if some of those songs had different beats and harder beats, the album probably would have gone better. You know what I mean? But it didn't. Because he had Hit Boy. Hit Boy got Nas's Grammy last year with King's Disease.
Hit Boy is dope though.
That's what I know. That's what I'm saying. But he had Hit Boy on what was it?
Applying Pressure. Didn't he produce one of J. Cole songs too?
Yeah, Applying Pressure. It was either Applying Pressure. Yeah. I think it was Applying Pressure.
Because it was weird because Cole had been ever since Forest Hills Drive had been really producing his own stuff. So Cole had been doing everything and then not even adding features. So for All Season to come out, and then he had Lil Baby up there, 21 Savage. It was just weird in that way, but it was I love it.
Again, I don't think it's bad. I'm just saying I can understand why it didn't win the Grammy. That's all I'm saying.
But you already know I don't care about the Grammys and whatnot.
Let me see what songs I had. Let me see. I'm trying to see the songs I had on here. So here's the songs that made the cut for here's the songs that made the cut from the last album. Untaught, United in Grief, N95.
N95 was a banger, bro.
I just saw the music video. It's great. Worldwide Steppers, Father Time.
Thank you.
Rich Interlude. Let me tell you something about Rich Interlude. I didn't know that was Kodak Black.
What? I immediately was like, wait, is this Kodak?
Hang on. So I didn't know that was Kodak Black. So when I heard it, I had to replay it. And when I found out it was Kodak Black, I'm like, okay, hands up. He had bars.
I've been telling you.
I
Stop sleeping on my mans, bro.
I think it's maybe because I gotta have.
You gotta get past the slurring of the voice. You gotta get past the.
It's
slurring.
not that. It's not that. It's me. I'm like a guy. I'm like if I don't like what you do outside of your art, it's gonna be hard for me to enjoy your art.
I can understand why he's the way he is, man. When somebody does something that big for you, you gonna be in debt to the dude. I don't care.
Wait, who did what?
Oh, I thought that's what you're talking about. His pardoning.
No, I'm not. No, fuck that. I'm talking about like just. Well, even with because put this way, the reason he had to get pardoned, and all that other stuff. I've
always said Kodak isn't the brightest light in the bulb.
Again, that's why I'm saying I can't. Like I said, if I can't, why do you think I love Killer Mike so much? Because
everybody can't be Killer Mike.
I understand that. I understand that, but you say Killer Mike because he's one of the few people I think about. I enjoy what he does outside of his art and his art itself.
Yeah,
he's just the first name that came to mind. I know. I understand everybody can't be Killer Mike. I understand
and
that.
The thing is,
and do what Killer Mike does. But he is one of those rappers. He's one of those rappers where I enjoy both of what he does. I enjoy his art, and I enjoy what he does outside of it.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I feel like Kodak is trying to grow, and it seems like he's doing that now.
I'll give him that, yeah.
And I guess I kind of have seen myself really gravitate to those artists that I see that want to be a better person.
Put it this way. At this point now, he has reached the same level of listening ability that I have for Lil Baby, but Lil Baby a little bit more. You know what I mean?
So you can listen to Lil Baby.
I never said I couldn't. Okay. I said I was hesitant at first.
I was hesitant to listen to Lil Baby,
and then I heard him on.
To a point now, I can only hear him on.
Then I was intrigued when I heard he did a song he did a feature at something with Killer Mike. That was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then I heard what he did on Hurricane with Kanye and The Weeknd.
I think when I heard him on Pride as the Devil, I was like, okay, he got something going here.
So after that, I was like, okay, I'm intrigued. Okay, let's go for it. But now I only have to take Kodak and feature.
Like, I guess the accent that kind of throws me off a little bit.
Yeah. But basically, when I say
Kodak, I used to be able to listen to a lot, and I can't really listen to now.
You talking about Baby? Lil Baby?
The Baby.
Oh, Da Baby? I said, DaBaby is the same way too. DaBaby kind of like I can't listen to DaBaby. Like DaBaby, Kodak, and Lil Baby are three people I can't listen to them on their own. They have to be featured with somebody I like.
Yeah,
like for example, the reason why I love Jail Part 2 so much is because he got on that track with Kanye, and the verse he spit was really good. I ain't gonna hold you. It was good. Lil Baby got on there with her on Hurricane and did what he did. Kodak,
I
Rich
like 5 Yo now.
Huh?
I like 5 Yo now.
I still have to grow into that.
I listened to his album that Ye produced, and that's in my rotation in my car.
I'm currently going through it. I have exactly 1,160 songs on my playlist. That's 71 hours and 43 minutes of music.
Mine changes all the time, bro. When I tell you, like I have songs that'll be in there, and then I like, all right, I'm ready to. I'm done with this for a time now, because I'm always finding somebody else to listen to. Like when I went to the Big Crit concert, I didn't even realize that Cam was a rapper because I knew we knew he was a producer because he did the song "Upgrade You." This man opened up the Big Crit concert and started spitting. I was like, hold up now. And then Price was dope, but then I realized that I had been listening to Price for almost a decade now because he was part of Audio Push. And then LA was dope. So I'm always finding somebody different to listen to because I plan on going to this Earth Gang concert in June. And I don't know if when we go to the Run the Jewels and Rage Against the Machine concert, if it's just them two or they have an opening act. Who knows?
I imagine they will have an opening act, but I know like the main show is the two of them.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be Run the Jewels first and then Rage. It's closing out.
Yeah. So if they have somebody that comes out before them, maybe I get intrigued by what they're bringing to the table as well, and I start listening to them as well.
And the only reason I know that is because they said it at Coachella. What they did, they said in their Coachella interview that they're touring together, but they're going to be opening for them. So,
but I think Rage Against the Machine is the bigger act anyway, so it just makes sense.
Yeah. Plus, like Jules, RTJ, and Zach, they did plenty of songs together too.
Yeah.
Speaking of Run the Jewels,
I really want to see.
Speaking of Run the Jewels, Black Thought is coming out with a new album in August. Produced by Danger Mouse, and it's supposed to have Run the Jewels on there.
Joey also.
Joey Badass?
Yeah.
Should be interesting. Anyway, transition.
He's supposed to be tour. He's supposed to be coming to the North later on too.
Is that right?
And then I'm definitely in September. I'm definitely going to this Thundercat concert.
Isn't he a bassist?
Yes.
Huh.
Have you ever listened to him?
I heard him a little bit of his stuff watching that show Yasuke on Netflix because he did the music for that. That's
He's
where I first
done a lot of songs with Kendrick. He was definitely in These Walls.
I know he's done some stuff with Anderson .Paak. I know that.
He's done stuff with Anderson .Paak. He's done stuff with a lot of people. But he also has his own single stuff. And Dragon Ball Durag is still one of my go-tos. That one and Changes. These changes.
By the way, I tried out the Flatbush Zombies and it wasn't for me.
It's a few songs that I can really get to, like Headstone. I forget which matter it was. It just sold me on Headstone.
Yeah, it wasn't for me. I just know it wasn't for me. Anyway, transition?
Yeah, let's get to the wrestling.
All right, you want to go first?
Oh, shoot, I got to get a card. Go ahead, fine. I got to get a card. Oh, God.
Well, while you're doing that,
go ahead, pull your card out.
First, shout out to the person formerly known as Kagetsu. For those who don't know, Kagetsu was a legendary Japanese wrestler in Stardom. They won multiple championships, was the face of that company for a while, ran, I hope I pronounced this right, Oedo Tai, the heel faction known as Oedo Tai. They were the leader of that. So yesterday, Kagetsu announced that they have transitioned from she to he. So he is now Yu Ishino, and pronouns are he, him. And yeah, they announced this on YouTube a couple days ago. So yes. So shout out to Yu Ishino for their new journey in life, and good luck. Also, shout out to Dakota Kai for trying to get a trademark on King Coda.
I think she got it.
I hope she got it.
I think she's going to go on King Coda.
I hope she got it.
I don't think WWE ever had that as their IP, so she should be good on that.
Yeah, because I know she had it on Twitter.
She was already using King Coda at a point, but it was never their IP to really take either. All right, so I'm ready.
Also, I'm going to make this really brief. Pray for Buffalo. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just pray for Buffalo. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, you get your card?
Yep. Kickoff match. Dolph Ziggler, Cesaro, and Neville defeat Rusev, Sheamus, and King Barrett.
Okay, so that's 2015. Because that was during the League of Nations thing.
Yeah, it looks like League of Nations. Alberto Del Rio defeats John Cena. Roman Reigns defeats Bray Wyatt.
So this is post Money in the Bank, 2015. Yeah, it's post Money in the Bank. It's definitely 2015. I know that. Yeah. It's definitely 2015.
I give you that. I'm not giving stipulations. New Day defeats the Dudley Boys.
Well, that was probably a tables match.
Nope. This is regular side, actually.
So yeah, it's 2015. They must have still been heels. The title belts were also still black and gold.
Yeah. Next match. Charlotte defeats Nikki Bella.
Is this before? Is this definitely before TLC?
I can't.
Whatever came before.
I can't recall the chronological order.
Okay, so this is before TLC because I know at TLC, Sheamus, Roman worked his way to get a title match against Sheamus at TLC that year.
Okay.
After failing to win Money in the Bank because of Bray Wyatt. So is this Clash of Champions?
No, it's not. I'm going to give you the next match. Seth Rollins defeats Kane.
So this isn't Clash of Champions. What was Clash of Champions?
By the way,
Money in the Bank. This is Hell in a Cell.
Yes.
Hell in a Cell 2015. There you go.
Yeah, because then we had Kevin Owens defeating Ryback. And then the main event was Brock Lesnar defeating The Undertaker.
Why could they never put him over just once? Like I get Brock was a different star, but like
didn't Undertaker beat Undertaker did beat Brock once, didn't he?
He beat him in like because he beat him. When did he beat him?
But this was the match where the meme happened, right?
Yes, that's when he beat him.
The meme happened, and then didn't Brock beat him? And no, the one Brock lost was Taker had him in the Hell's Gate. He passed out with a middle finger, right?
Yes, but the thing is, what happened before that? I'm saying what happened before that. Referee got distracted. Taker low blows him, right?
Yeah.
Taker low blowed him. Overkill is going to lose this fight, unfortunately. Or it might be close. It might be close. But she Taker low blowed him, then put him in the Hell's Gate, and like choked him out. And he gave him the middle finger. I'm like, why couldn't you just have him beat him clean?
Not that
you know what I mean? Huh?
He's talking about the just say yes meme.
What? No.
I'm talking about another meme, Jamie.
Anyway, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So I will never. All right. On the dark match, you have Phi Delta Slam, Bruno Sassy, and Big Tilly. Bruno Sassy and Big Tilly defeated Lex Lovett and Buck Quartermain in a tag team match.
Bro, what in the VCW you had me looking at?
Dark match number 2. The Harris brothers, Don Harris and Ron Harris, defeated Mikey Batts and Jarrell Clark.
This can't be Impact.
Moving on. Elix Skipper
Never mind.
Elix Skipper defeated Petey Williams with, at the time, Coach D'Amore in his corner.
So I'm going to guess it's about 2004.
Going on. BG James and Jeff Hammond with Ron Killings and Conan at ringside defeated Michael Shane and Kazarian in a tag team match.
So this is definitely Fox Sports era.
Raven defeated Dustin Rhodes.
Oh, gosh. So like 2002.
America's Most Wanted, Chris Harris, Wildcat Chris Harris, and James Storm defeated Kid Cash and Lance Hoyt to retain the NWA World Tag Team Championships.
Lance, what, you mean like Lance Archer?
Yes.
Oh, gosh. So this is before Lance Archer even got to WWE.
Yeah, so I figured the other girl was going to win by unanimous decision. She was just dominating the fight. Abyss defeated Jeff Hardy in a Full Metal Mayhem match.
Oh, wait, Jeff Hardy. Gosh, Abyss being Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy left WWE around 2003. I believe 2003, 2004. 2003? So this is 2004?
Do you want me to go on?
Is this 2004?
No.
2005.
You got the year.
Okay.
All right.
Is this Slammiversary?
No. Diamond Dallas Page and
God.
the alpha male Monty Brown defeated Team Canada. That's Eric Young and Bobby Roode. In
Was
a
there
tag
a Bound
team
for Glory? Was there a Bound for Glory in this time?
Yeah, there's always been a Bound for Glory. You kidding me?
Is this Bound for Glory?
No, it isn't.
Well, I don't know.
AJ Styles defeated Christopher Daniels 2-1 in overtime in a 30-minute Iron Man match for the X Division Championship, which is a freaking. If you haven't seen that match, go do yourself a favor and watch it. It's awesome.
That sounds like a banger.
It was a banger. And the thing is, they did it twice in 1 year. They did it here in the 30-minute Iron Man match, and I think they had another Iron Man match before this. They're both great. Give up?
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
And then the main event is Jeff Jarrett defeated Kevin Nash to retain the NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
What's the name of the show? I'm not going to guess this one.
Against All Odds, 2005. So, if anything, see, here's the thing. You're probably wondering exactly why we're doing this. We're doing this simple. It's to let everybody know that Impact has a really good history. And if you don't keep up with your history, you're going to forget about some stuff. Because mind you, he was so confused. He didn't know half those people on that card. Now, granted, in my defense, I didn't remember half those matches on there either.
I know. Once I heard Elix Skipper, I realized what was up.
However, I've seen that Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles match. I've seen that Full Metal Mayhem match that Abyss and Jeff Hardy had. So.
All right,
just saying, keep up with your history.
Let's talk about the three letters that the entire IWC, and I want to start it off like this. You remember back in 2018 into 2019 when there was the announcement of the new wrestling company, All Elite Wrestling.
Yes.
For about a year. Because they had already put out the merch with the AEW shirt and the AEW hat and everything like that. And everybody was calling. What was everybody calling AEW before Double or Nothing happened?
All in.
No, All Out. No, before Double or Nothing. What were they calling AEW before they had the first show?
I couldn't tell you. I know it was something about a what?
A t-shirt company.
Oh yeah. They did call it that.
I just wanted to throw it out there that the same people that were crying about the anti-AEW cult picking on AEW because they hadn't done a show yet or anything like that are basically the same ones that were doing the same thing when it came to CYN. We heard all the takes about CYN, how they're just looking for the worst of the worst people in the entire world to be part of their show. They thought they wanted Velveteen Dream, Patrick Clark now, Drake Wirtz, even though he's not a horrible person, but that's neither here or there. Who else were they trying to say that should go to CYN?
They said
They didn't like him.
Well, some people said Dijakovic should go there, even though he's pretty good where he's at.
He's still employed.
That's what I'm saying.
He's still in the contract.
Some people were saying, I don't know. It was a lot. It was a lot of people, you know.
But my issue, I saw all the takes, and one of the worst takes I saw because the big names that were showing up that were joining CYN were the bigger names like obviously EC3 and Cher. They were white people. Let's just cut to the chase.
Right.
And so you saw it was like, are they going to hire? Are they going to be putting these black people in CYN? If you watched the show Thursday night, you would have been very.
There was plenty
that they were very inclusive. And the thing is, they didn't have to parade around that, oh, we're this inclusive company. No, they were just, hey, we're just going to go out here and put these people in prominent roles.
Here's the thing about this show.
Backstory.
Here's the thing about this show. I was thinking what you said is definitely one of the most unique shows I've ever watched. The only other show I've watched that was more unique than this was Lucha Underground.
Right. And everybody in Lucha Underground, everybody seemingly had a background story.
Everybody.
And that was the thing that really stood out to me watching this Thursday night.
I really miss Lucha Underground.
Every single time somebody came out,
I really do.
They gave you the story about who that person was, even down to my guy Taylor X, who is known as CYN as Project X.
Yes. He even gave the Space Cowboy a background story. And all he did was have a talk show.
And so, because I was watching it, and then I saw his face, and I was like, wait, that's that guy. And all I could think about was at VCW during the dark match, and this guy stands up, and he's right above us, and I look up, I was like, you look good. And he was like, yeah, I know I look better than you. I was like, well, dang. And so that moment, like, I don't think people realize I enjoy talking trash to heels because at that point, I feel like I got a close connection with heels at the point. OB, I know he's not really wrestling in many places right now, but that's how I met OB. At VCW, he was out there in the faction with Sharky was the manager of. And he was standing right beside Sharky because I kept calling Baby Shark, and he looked back and said, do. And so I said something to OB, and he looked back, your mama. And at that point, I was like, okay, all right, you cool. And a lot of my wrestling friends, it's kind of how it happened. I'm the loud, annoying guy that's going to talk trash to whoever I feel like talking trash to. Even Devontae, my first time seeing him, I forget what I said to him in the ring. I ended up walking up to him, dapped him up and everything. He was like, you out there frying the mess out of me. And so when they came back the next show, I started the whole thing where I was like, "That's my brother," and so every single time he got quiet, like, "Brother, what are you doing with them?" To the point where the little girls beside me was like, "Is that really your brother?" I was like, "No." So that's who I am. Like, if I go to a show, I'm going to have fun. And usually I'm going to try to say something smart to somebody to get them to say something back to me. Even down to the point where I didn't expect it to happen, but when Davari told me to shut up. And shout out to him because he's now employed again. He's a producer for WWE along with his brother. So congrats to my boy Arya. But yeah, I enjoyed the entire show. I was like, this. I'm gonna be honest with you. There was some really good. Really good wrestling TV on this week. CYN was the best show of the week for me.
That's saying something.
That is saying
for me. The only thing I want to say I didn't enjoy it. I skipped through that 6-man scramble. I want to call it a scramble. The thing that Ryzen won. I skipped through that.
I know what you're talking about.
And I skipped. What else did I skip through?
There was some interesting characters in there, though.
Yeah, but I did love how the story, like the narrator came out there and gave everybody a story. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like explain exactly what is this. They came out and said, "What is this person doing here?" Basically, that's basically what.
Shout out to Dante Smiley as well.
Yeah.
And we also are going to have Sticks on soon.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, he hit me up saying that if he's open. He hit me. I didn't even hop in. He hopped in my DMs.
You said Sticks from where's Sticks from?
The commentator.
From
Sticks
VCW.
No, I'm looking at it right now. He was like, "Thanks for the follow. If you ever need a guest, I'm down."
From VCW.
No, this is from CYN.
Wait, not the main dude. The color guy, or the play-by-play dude.
I'm not sure, but all I know is I looked at his profile. Evidently he has cerebral palsy as well. But one of the commentators, I woke up Friday morning to a message in my DMs from him saying he's down to hop on the pod.
I'm trying to think if it's the play-by-play dude or this.
No,
the play-by-play dude is the professor. They call him the professor.
So it's the color guy.
Yes. Wow.
And you already know Fodder hit me.
Fodder follows you.
Fodder he follows me. Smiley follows me now, and Sticks.
We got it. You think we can?
So
you think we can work our way to EC3? I'm not saying we need to do that. I'm just.
We might have to work our way at the EC3. But hey, if we can get EC3
it can't hurt.
We already know.
It can't hurt.
It can't hurt to try, dog.
It can't, because if anything, and this isn't us tooting our own horns with what I'm about to say. When I saw CYN, the first time I saw CYN was in Impact. As soon as EC3 got released and he showed up at Impact to feud with Moose. That's the first time I ever seen it.
Right.
And I knew, I was like, dog. I had the same, watching that, I got the same feeling that I got listening to Bray Wyatt cut promos. It was like, this guy's onto something with what he's saying. It was some of the stuff he's saying. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's why I kind of low-key miss Bray Wyatt's promos. Not Mr. Rogers Bray Wyatt. I'm talking about like
you're talking about
Wyatt family Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like, because I loved his promos. Like every time he would come out to cut a promo or do whatever, I would like, everybody shut up. Bray Wyatt is speaking. For real. Like, I love that kind of stuff. And EC3 gave me that feeling with Control and Narrative. I still have that feeling. I'm like, what is he talking about? Let me listen to exactly what he's saying so I don't want to miss anything. He was, like I said, not even 10 minutes in, he was speaking facts. No, look, here's the thing, Clinton. Here's the thing. And I need people to get this. CYN, and I'm pretty sure EC3 has said this before, it is not worried about those other companies. It's not. It's not worried about AEW. It's not worried about competing with AEW, ROH, WWE. It's not worried about that. It is exactly what EC3 intended it to be. If you read,
is what Lucha Underground is filling in that void that Lucha Underground left.
It really is. Mind you, when Lucha Underground was around for the years that it was around, was it 4 years? Was it 14 to 18? 15 to 18?
Something like that. For
the time the Lucha Underground was around, that was the outlier of all professional wrestling. It wasn't competing with anything. It was the only thing it was doing was it was just on the same time as NXT. Well, granted, no, that's not true. That's not true. Because at the time, NXT wasn't even on national television. It was still on the network.
Right.
So if anything, the only issue you either had to watch NXT on the network or you watch a Lucha Underground on El Rey if you had El Rey.
You didn't even watch NXT live anyway, so that was never really an issue.
Exactly. But Lucha Underground was this unique product that had everything in it, from drama to a little bit of romance to just brutal violence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It had everything.
And I think the thing with CYN, because I wasn't the only one live reacting to it. I know Duke was live reacting to it as well as OB.
Did he hate it? Did Duke
hate
it?
No, actually, I don't think either one really.
I want to say hate. Please wait. Did Duke call anybody the feds for liking it?
No. So Duke was actually.
So I'm just the outlier.
A lot more receptive than OB. OB liked some things about it. I think the biggest thing OB had a real gripe with is just the face heel dynamic. No, but I don't think that's what they're going for.
That is no. Listen,
I don't think that's what they were going for.
Listen. Think what you want about Sean Ross Sapp, right? Listen to do what we did. All right. Well, I know what you think about him. But here's the thing. EC3 did an interview with Sean Ross Sapp explaining explicitly what CYN was and exactly what he was going for. If you haven't, if you're not so stuck in your ways and you want to listen to it, give it a shot, because that will explain exactly what he's trying to do here.
And since
that interview,
listen to it, we know the dynamic they're going for. This isn't this isn't your typical wrestling trope, your face heel. No. This is basically you're trying to take back and control what is yours, your own narrative.
It's exactly that. Because think about it. Who was the first person that walked out there? Scott Garland, a.k.a. Scotty, formerly known as Scotty Too Hotty. He came there, cut a promo on exactly what he was doing there. And what he is doing there, as he said, was he wants to start his own wrestling journey, not as Scotty Too Hotty, not as, what does he say, Scott Taylor? Was the Scott Too Hot Taylor, all that? He wants to start his journey, his narrative, his new narrative, and control his narrative as Scott Garland. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then same thing with Killer Cross. Killer Cross showed up there. He said, the interviewer said him being there after in the past of having bad creative and all that, which it was bad. It was bad. Well, little column A, little column B. But, put it this way. I didn't say it was bad. I wouldn't say it was bad. I would say it was confusing, the fact that you had the guy that you had and
I still believe that if it weren't for a lot of these mandates, he'd still be there. But here we are.
Yeah.
The mandates really did him in.
And then the other thing is, I don't understand why people don't get this. The vibe it is going for, he said in that interview, is the Fight Club vibe. If you haven't seen Fight Club, all Fight Club literally is two people getting in the ring and fighting. Because the last rule of control your narrative. And the rules are really cut and dry. They really are. They're so cut and dry.
The show.
They did. They really did. One of the rules was, in fact, the last rule was, if you want to control your narrative,
you have to fight.
You have to fight. And they even gave you rules on how fights end. So I don't think it needs to compete. It doesn't need to compete with anybody. Like I said, like you just said, CYN is basically filling the void for people who miss Lucha Underground. Now, granted, it's probably not going to be as extreme.
Oh no, because it's not. It's a different take on it.
Yeah,
and
but it's definitely. I've always
said, wrestling is a buffet.
Yes.
If this is not your taste, then this is basically your beats, and that's perfectly fine. In this case, I would like these kind of beats because I enjoy this.
Yeah, we love these beats, and they're not mostly because they're not beats by Dre, but
you know what?
Oh my god!
Mine came off. I'll be all right. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
I did too.
Next week as well. I think they had a show tonight or last night as well. I can't remember where the location was.
Yeah. Yo, is he okay?
But
you just want to fight.
If this is basically what we're going to be getting, I'm hoping to see more Taylor X. I'm hoping to see more, just a lot of the guys that we saw on Thursday night. It really was good, a great show.
Before
you're still going to have people cracking their jokes and everything like that.
Yeah. But before anybody says it, no, CYN does not need a championship.
No, it doesn't. That's not.
So before anybody says it, because I know somebody's going to say, I think they would do a lot better if they had a championship or a prime champion. No, you don't need it. You don't need it. At worst, the worst thing you can have, I want to say it's even that bad, is if you have EC3 headline every show. I mean, so be
even down to the closing segment of the show was really good too.
Yeah,
and then them playing the Luke Harper WWE singles theme.
Yo, the fact that they were able to get some of the, they must not care about anything, because I didn't think it was that free, that it was that open like that.
Unless it's one of those ones like the Hardys theme song.
Maybe. Like it's like a generic thing, you mean?
Yeah. It just came out of, I was just sitting there watching and I heard it. I was like, oh my gosh, they got that up here? And I used to love that thing.
It was a good theme. It was a good theme.
What else is going on in the world of wrestling?
All right, so I have to come. I want to say I'm coming to his defense, but in case anybody's confused about what's going on with my boy, so basically, it's come to the attention that I want to say he wants to leave. Huh?
Is he on his way out?
That's what it looks like, but I'm not sure. It's really weird.
Something where evidently Yano is siding with Coda as well.
Yeah, Yano siding with Coda. He has a lot of support for this. That's the thing. He does have a lot of support for the effort he's making.
Well, I saw one accusation if that's true. I don't know. Because evidently they were part of some mafia or something like that in Japan. It was something like that.
This is somebody saying there's massive heat between Kota Ibushi and Kikuchi. I guess he's one of the bookers going back several years, including in 2018, where Ibushi alleged that he was shorting him on merch money.
Ooh.
This is from a Twitter page of Wrestle Purists.
Okay,
he says
yeah.
Kota Ibushi, huh?
I know some.
Yeah, he says Kota Ibushi has at times warned younger wrestlers to stay away from Kikuchi, Taka, and Taichi, referring to them as the Cheaters Gang, describing them as people who will not only cheat you out of money, but also cheat on their wives, which is a major accusation. Because you remember, that's how Taka Michinoku disappeared for a while. Remember? Well, I don't think he got caught. I don't think he was alleged. I think he got caught. Not in the act, but like it came out that, and it was confirmed that he was having an affair, and it cost him a lot, actually. It cost him like his dojo. He got kicked out of his dojo. And then he was gone for like months, like close to a year. And now I just recently saw him at the last show, New Japan show I watched. So there's that. Yeah. Yeah, so now apparently he's also alleging abuse from Kota Ibushi told the office he was feeling good and ready for the cup. Gato booked him for the tour, and Ibushi was also gonna win because, mind you, he was gonna get his rematch against Okada because from the G1 because they couldn't finish their match. Kikuchi, under the advice of a doctor who raised what was described as a minor concern, pulled Ibushi from the tour, and Ibushi wasn't a fan of that. There's a good chance he may be. This is according to Dave Meltzer, which take whatever words you want that, but it's still from the same page. There's a very good chance that he may be done with New Japan, and then the question will become what happens next. That becomes a very tricky question because some people will say AEW, where you know who is.
But
who am I talking about?
With the partnership, would that really be wise?
Right, but I'm saying because some people say that, but he doesn't really want to move away from Japan.
That too.
So I'm saying, mind you, there's also Noah is still there.
I can see him going to Noah.
There's Noah. There's All Japan, which I don't know what work he's done there. Did he get fired? Is he already gone?
I haven't seen
that either. That
I think it's pretty imminent, but I haven't seen.
It's either I'm gonna say it's a firing, but it's more like his mutual departure.
I can see that.
According to Voices of Wrestling, he has been given the ultimatum to return to in-ring action by Dominion or be fired. That's according to Voices of Wrestling.
What is Dominion?
Dominion is in June. It's like the first weekend in June.
Okay. So he's probably going to go ahead and take that firing. What else is going on in wrestling? I know I'm going to the Raw show on Monday. Looking forward to seeing my first ever cage match.
Who's in the cage?
Omos and Lashley.
Huh. I know what's his name is on right now. Capital Collision is on right now, and Eddie Kingston was supposed to be fighting Tomohiro Ishii, which I was looking forward to, but I didn't buy the show on Fight because I didn't have cash for it, which was very frustrating. But I'm holding out hope. Also, it's supposed to be a fatal four-way between Mox, Tanahashi, Juice, and Will Ospreay in a four-way for the United U.S. Championship.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So What else is going on? I can't think of much else. But yeah, Impact. Yeah, Impact's doing good. The Undead Realm made a return because, as far as last time I checked, Rosemary abducted Savannah Evans, and she's still in the Undead Realm. I gotta check back there and make sure because I'm pretty sure she was.
I'm happy to see her in if she wants to.
Oh yeah,
She's gonna be in Norfolk, as well as Brian Pillman Jr. part of the Liberty Lottery.
what is So what else is going on? Music.
What's your schedules?
I mean, I'm confident.
No, we got Russell in the first Monday game.
Is it in Seattle? If it's in Seattle, that's hilarious.
Hold on, let me see. Week 1. It is in Seattle. Wait, there's only one Monday game actually.
That's funny.
I thought they did a
So
doubleheader.
the question is, are y'all gonna cheer him or y'all gonna boo him?
They'll cheer him.
You sure?
They'll cheer him at the beginning, but then boo him as the game goes on. I don't think Russ didn't leave on bad terms. Now, if it was like Sherm or like Earl, then maybe. So I'm trying to let's look through our schedule to see what we got. So we open up with the Broncos on Monday night.
That's funny.
Then we go to San Fran. Then we host the Falcons. And then we go to Detroit. Then we go to New Orleans. So those are 2 1:00 games. Back home against the Cardinals in week 6. At the Chargers. So we have the AFC West this year. And it looks like we have the NFC South. So after the Chargers, we have the Giants at home. At the Cardinals, is that okay? So that's after daylight saving time, and then we have the Buccaneers game in Germany.
Okay, we got the Bucks the first game of the season. Again,
so we get to get clapped all the way across the ocean by week 11. Then we come back and host the Raiders. They made sure not to give us no primetime games outside of that Russ game. And then we got a Thursday night game. Well, hold on. Then we host the Rams in week 13. And then we got the Panthers at home. We always play the Panthers. Then we host the Niners. And then we have the Chiefs on Christmas Eve at Chiefs. And then last 2 home games, we have the Jets and then the Rams. For some reason, that Rams game is at 2 p.m., which means 1 o'clock game, which also means that they game played at 10 o'clock. They have a 10 a.m. game in week 17 for some odd reason.
All right, let me look at our schedule. Because I know the first game I know we have the Bucks in the first game. Then we have the Bengals the second game, both at home. And then we also have the Giants for Thanksgiving. So
that should be a win.
So there's that.
I'll give y'all Thanksgiving this year.
We got the Bucks, the Bengals. Oh yeah, we play the Raiders Anyway, we got the Bucks, the Bengals, Giants, Commanders. We got the Rams in LA. We got Philly. We got the Lions. We have the Bears. Then we have the Packers in Lambeau. We have the Vikings in Minnesota. Then we have the Giants Thanksgiving, the Colts, the Texans, the Jaguars in Florida, Philly, the Titans, and then we end the season with the Commanders. It's a mystery. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't think y'all are gonna. It's gonna be as easy a runaway for the division this year.
No,
I'll say
absolutely not. After seeing
Eagles,
what they got, what all the other teams got in their
yeah,
draft,
the
and what we
Eagles
got in our
really did a
draft.
great job in this offseason. The Giants look like they can make something happen if Danny Dimes actually plays like a serviceable quarterback. The Commanders, they have Carson Wentz. And if they can get that defense to actually play like that defense can actually play, y'all have a division this year.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys, I don't think are as good as they were either.
Yeah.
So it should be interesting to see how that goes for y'all.
If we somehow make it to the playoffs this year, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But it would be nice. It would be nice for my confidence if all those teams, if every player we got turned out to be like a 5-star athlete. Like what we got with Micah Parsons, but everybody's like Micah Parsons in their own position. You know what I mean? They're just really, really good at it. That'd be nice. Just wishful thinking. Just wishful thinking.
I'll jump out the window if we make the playoffs.
Anyway, what else we got?
That's all I got, dog.
Yeah.
With that
I gotta go.
Here. I gotta prepare myself for tomorrow. So peace, love, and Pop-Tarts. Always remember to drink y'all water.
Sliding it like a wet flow. Already fried from the get-go.